Rogers TV.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Out of the Fog. I'm your host, Laurabel, and today's episode is going to be a special one. We're going to be chatting with two of our local volunteers for Rogers TV, Danielle Moulton and TJ Cook, about the joy of volunteerism. We also get the chance to sit and talk to Miss Achievement Newfoundland and Labrador, Olivia Taylor, about what that journey has been like for her. So sit back, relax, and we'll get right to it. Hello everyone, and we are now joined by Miss Olivia Taylor, who is Miss Achievement Newfoundland and Labrador. Olivia, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So I'm really excited as I'm distracted by your sparkly crown. But before we get into the sparkly crown, I guess we should explain, what is Miss Achievement Newfoundland and Labrador?
Yeah, so Miss Achievement, while some people may just view it as like a pageant type program, it really is more so focused on like leadership and stuff. So it's a weekend filled with different leadership activities, and you make lots of like new friends, and then at the end there is a gala. So as you can probably tell by the name Miss Achievement, the program focuses on different things, so like volunteer activity, academics, health and well-being, communications. So throughout the weekend there's like different things going on that you kind of, I guess it's you're tallied, like your score is tallied. And that's how they determine who actually gets the title. So throughout the weekend, you also have the chance to win different scholarships as well. So it's a lot more than, I guess, what some people may think. But it's really it can be for anyone, because there's so many different aspects of the program. But yeah, it's a great, fun way to meet new people, and it's a great weekend.
Okay, so how did you decide you were going to do this?
I actually seen a girl, her name's Kathleen Murphy, so she's the former Miss Achievement. She's from, we say up the shore, I think Bay Bulls or Witless Bay. And I knew of her, and I had followed her on social media, and I seen that she done it, and I thought it could be something of interest to me. And when I originally seen it, it was COVID, so they did hold like an online type thing. And I had done a speech online, and I actually won that. So I won a scholarship through that. And then when it came back in person, I decided to do the actual leadership weekend, which was a totally different experience in itself, which was amazing, yeah.
Okay, so looking back on doing the entire leadership weekend, what was your favorite part about it?
Whew. I mean, I'm a nerd. I love public speaking, so I did like the speech competition. However, there was like lots of different aspects that I liked. There was speakers that came in and spoke, which were great, and even just like bonding with the girls and meeting new people. You meet these people that you never thought you'd actually meet with like common interests, which is pretty amazing, and you come out of there with longtime friends. So that was, I mean, the people you meet was probably my highlight, but besides that, yeah, just the speakers and different activities we did was amazing.
So when you signed up for the virtual one, when it would happen during the pandemic, and you got to be part of the in-person one, was it what you expected?
No, actually, I didn't know what I was going into. I kind of just thought like it was just a gala, and we go and it was strictly kind of like do this and do that for like to try and get these scholarships in the title, but it's totally not that. It's building onto your skills and just making new connections with people. So I didn't really know, what I was going into. But I said, sign me up anyways, I'll try it out, and I'm so glad that I did.
Okay, so our audience watching now might be like, I don't know if I'm a Miss Achievement. What would you want the young people watching who are maybe a little afraid or curious about the process?
Yeah, well, for me, just definitely go for it. Someone once told me just to apply. And you know what? Like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen if you just apply? And truly, it's not all about winning, and it's not all about actually getting the title or a scholarship. Just the weekend in itself is amazing anyways. And I seen girls that were like so shy even just from like the start, and it's only over a weekend, and then by the end of it, like, they completely like opened up, which was pretty incredible just to see in itself. So it's not all about the scholarships and the crown. It is just about the people you meet and the skills that you gain.
Okay, so you said you were a nerd earlier, and I don't think you're a nerd. I think you're pretty cool. And you said public speaking was the one that you were really excited about for it. What was it about public speaking that had you really excited to do it?
Yeah, so I started public speaking at a program that I'm in called 4-H. So I started because it was mandatory in this program. And I did a demonstration on how to do a fishtail braid on an American Girl doll. Okay. And I went to a provincial competition and I won that, and then I kept doing it, so it's just kind of something that my confidence kept building in, and I ended up actually really liking it, something that a lot of people don't like, but I do. So that I do have confidence going into that, so I was very excited for that. There's also like a kind of like a more like fitness aspect of it. And that one I was like a little bit more nervous for, and now I was involved in sports and stuff, but I was just more comfortable myself with public speaking. But really, it's important to get out of your comfort zone, because if you don't get out of it, you're not going to grow it. So yeah, it's good anyways to just try it out.
Okay, so you went through the entire weekend, and then you found out that you were going to be crowned Miss Achievement. What did that feel like for you?
The feeling was absolutely incredible, and it's something that I'm never going to forget. So when we actually got selected, so I believe there was five top contenders, and we all moved to the front of the stage, and we had to do an impromptu question. Oh. And after you did that, the scores were tallied once again, and then it was announced. So when Kathleen came up behind me and actually put the crown on my head, that was incredible. And like, I woke up the next morning and it was like a dream, truly. But yeah, who knew? It's a year and a half ago now, which is pretty crazy. Time flies. Wow. But it was, I can't even explain the feeling. It was amazing.
Okay, so how long is we'll call it a reign of Miss Achievement last?
Yeah, so typically it is just a year. So I won in November, and then it would just go to November, but they actually wanted to switch it to the spring, so I got an extra 6 months actually. Okay. So typically it is a year, but mine was like a year and a half.
So you are an extra lucky Miss Achievement.
Yes.
So for those who are sitting down now, when is the next Miss Achievement round going on, or is it finished?
Yeah, so the next leadership weekend is the weekend of May, I believe it's 3rd to 5th. Okay. the application deadline is already passed. However, they will be releasing another one soon enough for next year. So the ages are 13 to 18. So it's a pretty wide age gap there. Yeah, but soon enough, the next applications will be coming around, and anyone can apply then that's eligible, which is definitely a great opportunity to take advantage of. Our gala is on May 5th, so that's at Holy Heart Theater, and the tickets, I believe, are on sale now, so it's a great, even if you just want to get a little taste of the program before you actually do it, just to go check it out. It's a fun night, even just to go watch.
Okay, so in May, on the 5th, you will be crowning a new Miss Achievement. What would you like to say to the future Miss Achievement if she just happens to be watching this show right now?
Get ready for the year of your life. You're going to learn so many new things, and it's something that you're never going to forget, and enjoy every moment of it, because like me, it goes by so quickly, even though mine was even longer than a year. So yeah, they're going to be in for a busy year, but it's going to be filled with memories.
Okay, so I got one last question to ask you, because we got one more minute left. What's next for you?
Well, I'm actually headed into journalism in the fall at CNA to do that. I'm in MUN currently. I'm not loving the university style. I'm very, very hands-on, so I actually wanted to switch. I was between business and journalism to start with. And yeah, so I'm making the switch in the fall, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. As for beyond that, broadcast journalism is what I would like to do. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of, who knows where I'll go. I'll see where life takes me.
So you might be sitting on this couch a few years from now. If that is for Miss Achievement to future TV show host, I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see where you end up.
Thank you so much. It was great talking with you.
And thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And we'll be right back, everyone.
Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Get in touch with us using our viewer feedback line, your direct connection to shaping the shows you love. It's easy. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen, and take our quick survey. Share your thoughts, and let's make your viewing experience even better.
Welcome back, everyone. So as some of you may know, Out of the Fog and a lot of the other shows put together on Rogers TV are pulled together by a handful of wonderful volunteers. And joining me next are two of those volunteers who helped put all of us together. I'm joined by Danielle Moulton and TJ Cook. Guys, thanks for joining me.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for having us.
I'm super excited to talk a little bit about Volunteer Week, because that's coming up next. So I guess the first question is, how did you both get involved with volunteering? I'm going to start with you, Danielle.
Me? We can start with him, actually, because he's been here for 5 years volunteering with Rogers.
Fine,
so.
she's passing the phone to you, TJ. How long have you been volunteering, and how'd you get into it?
It's almost 5 years now, and I started off volunteering with the Newfoundland Regatta. I like to take the cushy job and, be the gopher, get the car on an air-conditioned day, so you don't know if it's going to be 30 degrees or if it's going to be 10 degrees and rainy. Okay. So either way, I'm covered.
Okay, so cushy car, fun time to see the regatta is how you got into it.
Yeah.
And Danielle, what was it for you?
Yeah, so I also started with the regatta 2 years ago as well.
Okay.
And then we went to, the latest one was in Gander at the Winter Games. So that was
Okay.
the next biggest one. We went out for a couple of days.
Oh,
that was, yeah, it was great.
cool.
It was good fun.
So volunteering, was this something that you've always done, or did you just start it as you got older?
For myself, I used to volunteer as a figure skating coach at home in Marystown. Moved to St. John's and didn't do a whole lot of volunteering, but then picked it back up with Rogers TV, and even last week we went to Habitat for Humanity with my work for a couple of days, so it's just always something new and different.
Okay, and TJ, how about you?
When I was younger, I was involved with Computers for Schools, which was just formatting and building computers to give to the Eastern School District. And then after that, I did a number of fundraising efforts with Children's Wish, more specifically the Twist Your Wrist Ride.
Okay, I'm going to ask you later after we film what the Twist Your Wrist Ride is all about, because that sounds dangerous but fun at the same time. So you've been volunteering now, Rogers, for 5 years, TJ. What do you think has been the coolest role you've had as a volunteer?
Recently, as Danielle said, we went out to Gander for the Winter Games there, and we also work for the Growlers, RIP. So being a director during most of those games out in Gander was probably the greatest achievement there. Mm-hmm. But when I started with Rogers TV here, I was on all these programs, and then eventually met her through essentially volunteering.
Okay. And Danielle, what has been your coolest experience?
I'd probably have to say Central when we went out for the Winter Games, because we actually were able to work hand in hand for 3 days straight in the back of the Rogers van, doing all the production for the hockey games. So that was pretty cool to work hand in hand and get along that way.
Well, you guys also volunteering also bloomed love into both your lives. So how has it been getting to volunteer as a couple together?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, we work well as a
Something I haven't been able to do
team.
before.
So it's nothing to just say, hey, there's something on the go, let's go do it,
Okay.
and we're there.
So for a lot of people who are watching now, they might think volunteering is this like way out thing that one you either only do in high school or you wait till you're retired to do it. What do you think volunteering adds to people's lives as like young adults and all of that?
Well, the amount of people that you'd meet in the run of a day, depending on where you're volunteering to, different cultures, different experiences, the experience that you get if you're volunteering for Rogers TV. You've got camera operators, you've got graphics, you've got audio, you've got directing, you've got producing. If you're in the TV or media industry, it's unreal the amount of experience that you can gain.
Even outside the media, there's the opportunities and the experiences and the people. The people just make the kind of stuff like that you do anyway. It's phenomenal.
Oh my goodness. See, I really I've gotten to volunteer as I get to be a show host, but I've also gotten to see how much of an impact volunteerism has on the communities of people it serves. So for you, because you started volunteering out in Marystown, out home, do you think there's any difference in where people volunteer?
I don't think so, because you're donating your time, and people are appreciative of any type of time that you donate to any organization or any business that you're able to give that time to.
Okay, and so TJ, you've done a wealth of volunteering from Computers for Schools to director. As your journey in volunteerism has progressed, have there been any moments where you're like, I wish I got into this earlier?
Oh, most definitely. In the last couple of years, the amount of experience that I've gained in my field. Normally my main job is making commercials for Hockey Night in Canada with Rogers. And then I just wanted a little bit more of a behind the scenes feel of the whole studio empire.
Okay.
So I've gained valuable knowledge.
That's so cool. Okay, so I don't know the theme for Volunteer Week this year because I'm still percolating on what Volunteer Canada is going to tell us it is. But I know a lot of people are afraid of that first step of not knowing where to go when it comes time to volunteer. But I know that you both know of a super cool opportunity that people who happen to be fans of the show or just are looking for a way to get out can get into volunteering. And what is that?
Head to rogerstv.com to apply to volunteer with us in, I think it's 2 weeks' time for the Regiment Memorial Hockey Tournament that's happening in Paradise and Mount Pearl. It's 36 teams, 36 high school teams are involved in this, and we need help to put it all off.
Okay, so are you two both going to be there?
100%.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you're looking to volunteer, folks, call TJ and Danielle. Of course, Rogers TV. Call TJ and Danielle.
Phone number on the bottom.
So as you've done this, I know there are a lot of young people who are also still very hesitant, being like, I don't know if I have the skills to volunteer. What would you like to tell them to kind of let them know that they are welcome in the volunteer world?
It's a no skills required volunteer opportunity. If you need to do something, we will show you, we'll train you, we'll get you to do what you need to do. We don't need skills required to volunteer.
You just need to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, and good things will follow.
Okay, and so what has been, you think, your greatest growth in volunteerism as like personal, not the roles you've had, but the thing that when you go home at the end of the day, you're like, thanks to being a volunteer, I now know this?
I love helping people. So any sort of help I can give to somebody, even when I was used to coach can skate, you're coaching these kids that are 5 and 6, that you leave an impression on them at any age. So it's going home and thinking of the impression that you've made on kids, and they still think of me personally at 17, 18, 19 years old. Their parents reach out and go, we'll never forget the time that you helped so-and-so out on the ice do whatever it was you were doing. It's just, yeah, the feedback you get sometimes is pretty cool.
And for you, TJ?
Well, it's a great motivator. If you can get outside of your comfort zone, you will be amazed at the amount of experience and the doors that will be opened up for you.
Okay, yes. I always forget about like the opportunities you could find yourself in when you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is not my job and I don't know how I got here.
Yep.
But here we all three of us are now thanks to volunteering. Like,
Yeah.
So as you look into the future of your lives, do you think volunteerism is going to stay part of your lives?
I can't see why it wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same answer.
All right. So we know you're going to stay with Rogers and volunteering for
course.
as long as humanly possible.
Of course.
But what other cool things do you hope you can do in your volunteer journey, not just with Rogers, but volunteerism as a whole?
You want to take that one?
Well, with regards to Rogers TV, there's always room and growth for improvement, and whether it's producing or becoming a regular host might be interesting. Outside of Rogers TV, maybe getting on boards or, some form of a committee might be a possibility for the future as well. Just got to do the hard work and get it done.
Okay. For you, Danielle, if a dream volunteer opportunity, other than the dream volunteer opportunity you have with Rogers, shows up, what would that look like for you?
Anything that I can gain additional experience with. I'm not really particular on what type of volunteering I'd be able to do. I just like gaining experience in anything I can possibly get experience in.
I want to thank you both for joining me. We
Thank
got 1
you.
minute again. Can you remind people where to go to find the information if they want to take their first step into volunteerism, especially with Rogers TV?
RogersTV.ca, I think.
.com.
.com.
I'll see.
RogersTV.com.
Okay,
is
and
where you
what is
go.
it for again?
It's for volunteering. You can get in for the tournament that's in 2 weeks' time, or just volunteering as a whole.
Well, I want to thank you both for joining me and talking about your volunteer journey, and I wish you all the best of success.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
very
for
much.
having us.
And we'll be right back, everyone.
Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Get in touch with us using our viewer feedback line, your direct connection to shaping the shows you love. It's easy. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen, and take our quick survey. Share your thoughts, and let's make your viewing experience even better.
I want to thank all of you for tuning in again. It's always a pleasure to share time with you. A special thank you to my guest, Olivia Taylor, for talking about her journey with Miss Achievement Newfoundland and Labrador. And a very special thank you to Danielle and TJ for talking about their journey into volunteerism. If you're looking to become a volunteer, make sure to check out rogerstv.com to figure out how you can be part of our Rogers TV family. I can't wait to see you all again next time.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
We want to hear from you. Provide feedback on this show or find out how you can get involved. Call, email us, or scan the QR code to take our quick survey.
Here we are in Canada, where Canada's about to celebrate our talent, our people. This moment is changing your life forever. I promise you. $1 million. This is the gateway to your dreams coming true.
We invite you to play What My Line.
Welcome, Mrs. Baker. Those folks over there need to guess your extraordinary occupation.
Are you an entertainer, Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
Do people come to watch you, perform?
Yes.
Do you travel for work?
Yes, I do.
Do you ever wear a special type of costume?
Yes.
Is your job, physical?
Yes, indeed.
Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Are you a professional baseball player?
Yes, I am.
Created during the Second World War, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League included 68 Canadians. One of its brightest stars